What's up, YouTube? You already know what it is, man. Just came out of the DMV. You know what I mean? Ugh. Passed my fucking test. Yo, I just passed my hazmat and my tanker. Oh shit. I got 27 out of 30 on my hazmat, and I got 20 out of 20 on the tanker. You know what I mean? Batting 1,000 on that tanker joint. So what that means is I have now been approved to haul tankers and hazmat tanker loads. Feels pretty good, man. You know, I was nervous just because I don't know. I'm just I don't like tests, but you know, now that I've done it, it's just like it's great, man, because now it just opens up more opportunities, opens up you know, just different type of load that I can haul. But at the same time, man, I'm still nervous because tankers is a whole nother monster, man. When I did my video about hauling containers are the most dangerous thing to haul, a lot of people came in there and was saying, man, nah, tankers. Some people said flatbed too, but I think it was just a specific load with flatbed that was dangerous. I think suicide coils, but besides that, most of the tanker loads, the flatbed loads I see don't seem to be that dangerous, but I may be incorrect. I'm sure they'll correct me in the comments. But anyway, so yeah, man, so I feel great. It's amazing. The apps that I use was DMV Genie and CDL Prep. Shout out to everybody who gave me that information on Facebook. And I just been studying them, man. Like, you know, if I was watching TV, you know, doing commercial breaks, I would just hop on there and answer 2-3 questions. You know, when I was getting unloaded at shippers, or I getting unloaded at receivers, I would just pull my phone out and do that. Just any free time that, you know, I could find, I would just study. You know, because, you know, especially with that hazmat, the tanker is fairly, you know, I ain't even gonna disrespect that test by saying it's easy. Both of those tests can trip you up, because there was some questions that you just second guess yourself. And I know one, I put an answer, I went back and changed it, and it ended up being correct. So, you know, I went back and reviewed it. You know what I'm saying? That's my advice. You like when you take any type of DMV test, man, like they gives you the option, well, the DMV here, you select it, it asks you, are you sure? And then you hit yes again. But even at the end, you can choose between scoring it or reviewing it. I always say review it. You know, you got some people who be like, don't second guess yourself, but you know, a little over examination doesn't hurt anybody, in my opinion. You know, just going off a whim sometimes can bite you in the butt, you know. So, but anyways, man, that's what it is, man. I'm excited. I passed my test, and now the fuel hauling situation is looking more and more realistic, because now I can actually do it. Before it was just talk, but I didn't have my hazmat, I didn't have my tankers, and you know, even if it was offered to me on the spot, I couldn't do it. But now it's more realistic. Now, you know, once I get my hazmat, because the way the process goes is, even though I passed it, they had to do a background check, which is crazy, because even though I have a TWIC card, and the same people that's doing my background check for the hazmat is the same people that's doing the background check for my TWIC card, was the TSA. So whatever, I just got a discount on it. I only paid $41 for the hazmat background check because I had a TWIC card. I think that regular price is $83, so that's 50%, man. Look, I count every penny, you know what I mean? So we making those moves, man. We making boss moves, you know what I'm saying? Taking one step closer to figuring out this trucking thing, and just putting ourselves, you know, just, you know, not above anybody, but just separating myself from the pack, you know. To make more money in trucking, you got to do things that other truck drivers don't want to do. You just can't pull general freight your whole life and expect to make that much more than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So the more specialized the freight, the more different the freight, the more unique the freight, the better you'll get paid. The more you get paid, simply because it's more risky to haul. So yes, trucking in general is a dangerous task for anybody, but you know, all this stuff that we pulling isn't the same. To say that dry van is as dangerous as car hauling or diesel hauling or oil field, is just, it would be disrespectful to those. And not to disrespect dry van, but if you got 15,000 pounds of paper towels, you know, it's not the same if I got 30,000 or 5,000 gallons of radioactive liquid. It's just not the same. Sorry. You know, if you roll over, people get free paper towels. If I roll over, people die. So that's just the reality of that. So and that's just what I will have to respect going forward, you know, with when I start pulling tanker loads. As far as when I will start, I mean, like I said, got that fuel contract coming up in September, but in the meantime, I also was told that I could, you know, get some power only tanker pulling in just to get a feel for it and get some training in and some things to that matter. So look forward to doing that. Of course, I'm gonna record everything. You already know what it is. But yeah, man, gotta wait 2-3 weeks for my background to come back. And then once I get a letter in the mail, I'll come back to the DMV, and all that will be just as simple as getting issued the hazmat and the tanker endorsement on my actual. The reason I didn't get my tanker endorsed put on my thing today is because if I did it today, I would still have to pay for, because it's like you got to pay for the what's it called, I can't even think of the word, reissuing, I think. Yeah, I would have had to pay for it today and still have to pay for it when I got the hazmat, because they reissuing your license to you because you added something to it. It's the same thing as changing your address in a sense, I think, or not. I don't know, but so that's what it is. And I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm happy. I'm excited, and let's get this money. As always, stay safe, stay positive, stay productive. God, for the trucking, man. I'm gone.